This budget threatens to send us over the fiscal cliff with higher spending, higher taxes, and a plan that plunges Alberta into, believe it or not, $71 billion of debt by the time the NDP face voters in 2019. This is unbelievable. It is simply a budget without hope. What does that mean for the average Alberta family? It actually equals $59,000 from every hardworking Alberta family that will have to be paid back. That's debt. That's a new loan that Albertans didn't ask for. Annual interest payments on that debt now exceeds the cost to fund the Departments of Justice, Children's Services, Agriculture, Energy, and Environment.
Look, we've warned repeatedly that unless we got our fiscal house in order, that we would be facing a credit downgrade. We warned that if they were to repeal the debt cap that they put in, they would face a credit downgrade. And we have faced 3 credit downgrades right now. Anybody looking at our balance sheet sees that we're borrowing a quarter of our budget every single year. Nobody looking at that sees that as a credible plan, and there's no credible plan to get back to balance.
Some of the increases in our commodity prices that they expect to have over the next 3 to 4 years are just, in my opinion, just hopeful thinking. But you know, it's going to be even more significant of a deficit and even more significant debt if they aren't able to project those numbers accurately, and I would suggest, based on our evidence and our research, that they're not.
They've taken us another $10.3 billion in the hole. And in fact, their claim of reducing that is false too, because the only difference between the 10.3 and 10.8 is what was spent on Fort McMurray. So they haven't even slowed down on how fast they're taking Alberta over the fiscal cliff. And they're borrowing it on a schedule where they're not even going to start making the payments. So again, Alberta's children, 20 and 30 years from now, will be paying for things that they don't get to enjoy, which is why I call this a huge intergenerational transfer of wealth. Those poor kids in elementary school now don't know what's hitting them, but they sure will when they get a job and they start paying taxes.